Peace and greetings, brothers and sisters. It's your boy back here again. And this video is on electronic harassment and microwave weapons. And just for starters, yes, I am a victim of electronic harassment. Yes, a target individual. But I mean, it's all good. I know the game. I know what's being played. I know what's going on. And with that being said, I don't worry too much because I do take the necessary requirements to protect myself. But I've noticed that after I defeat one way of targeting, it's always a new way. Or not defeat, but jam the signals used to affect me through the way that I'm being targeted. Because it's funny, because this has been going on for a while now. Yes, for a while. Now that I think about it, and now that I'm more aware of it, or more learned in it, and I can go back and look and see how I was being targeted. And yes, I mean heavily. I was heavily targeted. I mean to the point that I was getting affected and not knowing that I was affecting myself, to trying to deal with the conditioning that the weapon had me under. Why was I targeted? Well, I'm a very extreme researcher and a truth seeker. And most of the time that I'm on my computer, and I know these things are monitored, but I don't care, I'm looking up and downloading books that the average person doesn't read or research on a daily basis. And this is something that I do wholeheartedly, and it's a passion of mine. So I do go to the extreme, and I research on everything and people too, extensively. And this is the only way that I can see that I'm being targeted, because of what I have in my mind. And if they can see in here through my TVs and my computer camera, then it will also be known that I'm very deep into metaphysics. Hands-on. I'm an extreme meditator, martial arts and Tai Chi, Qigong, and various other sciences. Very musical drum player, and very conscious, extremely conscious. And I also know through this electronic harassment, they can also map your brain waves. See, this thing is real deep. This is extremely deep, extremely deep. Now, excuse me, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to bed in a little while. But yeah, one of the ways that I was being targeted early on, it was kind of funny because I was always wondering where or why was I so inherently blessed with this condition that I knew was not normal. And to try to tame or pacify the condition, I was trying to use something that was another poison. So it was just very funny to me, and I'm gonna elaborate on it too. I I used to smoke weed, and when I smoked weed, my throat would get dry, and this would happen all the time. And I noticed it would happen when I get nervous. It would happen. I would smoke, I would get high, I would get nervous, and my throat would get extremely dry to the point that I would probably gag. So it came down that I loved to smoke, and I knew that I wanted to smoke, but I knew that if I smoked, my throat would get dry. So I would always have some gum. And the gum had the poison in it. But I wasn't aware of this at the time. And as I became aware of it, I said, you know what? I'm not smoking anymore. And I stopped smoking. And when I stopped smoking, 2 days, and this was funny. This is what really blew my mind. This is how I know that I was being targeted, because it was extremely. This was like it was this. It just blew my mind. 2 days later, after I stopped smoking weed, 2 days later, I went to sleep and I had a dream. And I had a dream that it was these entities trying to attack me. And as I woke up from the dream, these entities were standing right there, just watch me. And their whole demeanor was as if they were mad that I broke away from a stronghold. Because in the dream, it was like these entities had a rope on my neck, and I broke free of the rope and I started running. And they were chasing after me, and they caught me, but I broke the rope again, and they went after somebody else, and I got away. And as the dream took its turns and its tolls, at the ending, when I woke up, I got up. But then when I went back to close my eyes to go to sleep, I seen like at least a good dozen of these entities just standing right there. Just standing there, watching me looking hideous. And I said, wow. I'm not gonna say what these entities were, but there's something that's known. But it was just like it was unbelievable, because I have a very good judgment of character, and I can read body language. And the body language that these entities gave me is like they were mad. And the funny thing is that when I stopped smoking weed, I have never ever had that problem again with the back of my throat. And once I gave up the weed, I gave up three desires with it too. So it's like I've got rid of three impurities in my life after I gave up the weed. Then I gave up the cigarettes and the drinking. So it's like I did a total 360 as far as dealing with those toxins, and the eating too. I changed my diet extremely, and I got deeper into my metaphysics. And now, oh yeah, and it was one time that I was walking down the street one day, and I'm always observing my surroundings. And what I've started to know Well, it's not hard to see because they're everywhere to a person that's aware of them. On the majority of the sixth floor buildings in my neighborhood and in the neighborhoods period, a lot of them are starting to get these cell phone towers, or if you want to call them cell phone towers, or these micro, what I call them microwave weapons and radiation transmitters and low frequency vibration outputs. But a lot of these buildings are starting to have them. Starting to look like a GI Joe space station up there. Yes, brothers and sisters. And a lot of people are not aware of the harmfulness of these devices that they are installing in our neighborhoods, and the seriousness of them on our health. And it's crazy because these are the weapons that are being used to kill us. Electronic harassment, radiation. See, because right now I'm being radiated. Yes, I'm being radiated. And this one I don't like. I don't like this at all because I can feel it. And the funny thing is that I'm only being radiated when I'm by my computer. And this just started happening. This haven't been happening. This has been going on for 3 days now. And it's funny because it's like they're trying it's new methods being used to radiate me now, or to target me, or to harm me. And right before this radiation started to take effect, a helicopter. I live in a 4-story building, and 3 days prior to the radiation war that I'm going through now, a helicopter flew and hovered over my building for a good 15 minutes at 2:30 in the morning. I live in the hood, in the ghetto. There's no reason for a military helicopter to be hovering over my building through 3 o'clock in the morning in the cold. It ain't nobody outside. It's cold outside, and you're hovering. What are you hovering for? Now, I know a lot of people might say, "Oh yeah, you're crazy, you're bugging out, conspiracy theories." You can say what you want because it's real, and if you don't see the signs of what's going on out here, you're lost, and I feel bad for you because it ain't hidden anymore. It's in plain sight, and it's real out here. It is definitely real. But me, I don't worry because there's one thing in life that I know that you are promised is death, and life is eternal. You live forever. That's one of the biggest secrets of life, is that it is eternal. And I will find a way to combat this radiation. But yes, brothers and sisters, I love y'all. Thanks for listening. Send me out some comments. Let me know what you think. But yes, I'm being radiated, and I'm going to go to war with this one. Yeah, because a lot of the other ones I done nipped in the bud. I suppressed them. But as I'm doing more research on them and understanding how they work, and it's being very helpful. And with my meditation properly, it's been very helpful. With the microwave hearing, because I have a brother that's going through microwave hearings right now, and he's committed in a hospital, and that hurts me very bad. And I also was being targeted with that too, but being that I'm very deep into metaphysics and meditating, I've learned how to ride past that by learning how to take control of my mind and pushing things out. But yeah, it gets better, you know. It is what it is. I don't let it bother me. I just know that I'm special, because if I wasn't, hey, see, it's one thing that I know. You are a target, you are a threat. And if you are a threat, then somebody fears you. And if somebody fears you, that means that you can jeopardize or even destroy, eradicate into oblivion everything that is of this or thing that is trying to hurt you. So I say, protect yourself, brothers and sisters. Stay strong. Love yourself. Love your brother. And live in love. Maintain a positive attitude around these negative knuckleheads. Eat good. Stress free. Stretch. Definitely stress. And learn to breathe through your lower diaphragm. See, that's the secret. Learn. That's another video. I will be sending out videos on how to breathe through the lower diaphragm. But this is how you create your energy field around you. This is how you learn to manipulate matter. But practice makes perfect. But let's learn to breathe through the lower diaphragm. That is the secret. That is the activation. That is your protector. That brings the soul out. That brings the darkness out, the melanin. So learn to breathe through the lower diaphragm. That is the key. And with that, peace, guidance, love, and happiness. I'm out.